Welcome back to the £200 Pan-European. Today we are going to test ride it for the first time, but we're not only just test riding it, we're taking it down for an MOT. So I haven't ridden the bike, I've only heard the bike run. I've moved it backwards and forwards about 10 yards maximum, so I'm hoping it's going to be okay. I've got to ride to the deepest, darkest parts of Croydon today, and I don't want to be breaking down there. So I'm a little bit apprehensive, to say the least. It's got enough fuel in it. I put some wind in the tyres, so it's good to go. If there's a few of you who don't know what an MOT is, if you're based in the States or whatever else, well, it's an annual check that we need to do for motorcycles and cars and vehicles over 3 years old. So today, yes, this has not had an MOT, I think, for the best part of maybe 2 years, I think. So, but I've gone through it, touch wood, everything seems okay. So we'll see what the MOT tester thinks about it. But yeah, when we take it for a test ride, we'll give her our opinion on the bike as well. It's probably a little bit unfair to give a full unbiased opinion on the ST1100, because I wouldn't say this is the mintest example around, with 63,800 miles on the clock and a little bit ropey round the edges. But we'll do our best and we'll just see how she gets on at the MOT. So everyone, please keep your fingers crossed, and I'll see you on the bike. Okay guys, we are just about ready to go. Okay guys, if you haven't seen any of the previous videos, this is a bike I paid £200 for with delivery a few weeks ago. The previous owner thought the bike was seized. Long story short, it wasn't. If you missed all that though, go and watch the other couple of episodes I did on the bike. But yes, today, as I've already said to you earlier on today, we'll be taking this for an MOT. I put the panniers back on as well. We're still waiting for the pannier cover, which is a real faff, because it looks really rough with the green there, and obviously I've got the matte there as well, but we won't worry about that. I'll be honest, I'm a little bit apprehensive. We've got to go to the deepest parts of Croydon on a bike we haven't actually ridden yet. We're hoping the fuel gauge works. It seems like it's got fuel in there, but what can we do? We have to be a little bit gun-ho and give these things a go, don't we? So fingers crossed we make it. But these first impressions are exactly that. They're first impressions. I have not been on the bike at all. I've ridden it up the driveway, and that's that. So, how are we looking for fuel? Oh, it's moving slowly. We might have to get some fuel, but we'll see. We'll leave it a bit of a warm-up. We've done all the little bits and bobs we needed to for it as well. Yes, so it'd be interesting for you to come along on this test ride with me and see what £200 buys you. Has £200 going to buy me a lot of disappointment? Well, we're about to find out. Oh, wowzers, she's off. She's off. She's a big, heavy old beast as well. Oh wow, well the comfort's pretty good. Quite surprised. It is quite comfortable. Whoa, my word! It's a little bit unwieldy there. Felt like it had understeer actually. I've never had a bike with understeer before. That's how it felt. Yeah, the brakes aren't magnificent by any stretch of the imagination, but that's okay. Who needs brakes, eh? Overrated. Okay. We are on the road. We seem to have all gears at the moment. Yes, we do, and the clutch seems okay. The clutch lever feels a little bit on the heavy side, so yeah, we're going to have to bleed that properly. I did have a look at it the other day, and the fluid looks a little bit manky, to say the least. The mirrors are fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. I've not ridden one of these in a long time, but it's quiet, it's smooth, there's no getting away from it. It's heavy. but once you're up and moving, you don't notice it at all. Yeah, and only 100 horsepower, so it's not a powerhouse. Right, so first impressions, well, not too shabby, actually. Unlike new Honda models, the seat is very comfortable. So Honda, take note, you did used to make comfortable seats. Oh, you know, we're heading towards Croydon now, don't you? The driving standards severely drop. Yeah, slightly heavy clutch lever. Oh, we do a little bit of filtering, shall we? I've got the panniers on board. £200 for a motorcycle. So what were we in it for then? So we were at 200, have it delivered. We've done a bit of cleaning up and all the basic stuff and fluids that we've already got all that stuff anyway. So I'm not going to charge for topping up the oil or the fluids or the radiator or any of that good stuff. I did buy a horn for £5, but then found out it wasn't actually the horn that was the issue. I just needed to clean off the terminal, so I did that and that was fine. So we have another spare horn for another day. So today the MOT is going to be £30, but obviously we don't know what issues said that Tesla will find. So this very cheap bike might turn out to be very expensive in about an hour's time. I think we're going to have to stick some jungle juice in her. She's getting a bit low. We'll put the good stuff in as well. We don't skimp. I love these mirrors. Huge. And I can also just see the panniers in them as well, which is a really good design, you know. Nowadays on adventure bikes you can't see that because the mirrors are so high up, so when you're trying to filter you can't really see your panniers, so you're trying to look behind a little bit, but with these mirrors, fantastic. Oh, that clutch is heavy. Okay, we've just put in 5% of the bike's net worth into the tank. Note to self, never fill up an old bike like that before you've test ridden it, because you'll end up putting 40 quid's worth of fuel in and finding out it's an absolute hack. It's always that trepidation, isn't there? Is it going to start? Is it not? Has it got the famous alternator issue that all these bikes tend to have? Well, she started. She's got some fresh dinosaur juice in her now. Wow, that's a subtle colour, isn't it? High vis jacket yellow. Isn't that how Del Boy painted these Capri? He painted it that colour, didn't he? Oh yeah, that's what's great about a bike like this, isn't it? You don't become precious. You know, you still care about it because it's your bike, but you're thinking, oh, is somebody touching it? Is someone trying to sit on it? I had that in Brighton once. I had a lovely new Harley Davidson, and yeah, we were down on the beach, and yeah, some guy just decided he'd climb aboard it for some pictures, which yeah, didn't go down too well with me actually, believe it or not. Pathetic, I know, but it's yeah, I was not happy. Feels a little bit floaty on the front end. I think it could probably benefit from some new fork oil, fork seals, dust seals. But I have been checking and I can't see them weeping. And if they totally run out of oil, we would have known about that by now. So yes, it's got oil in there, but I think it could do with a bit of a refresh, some new bushings in there, and yeah, just give it a bit of a once over, but we'll see. Still early doors. It's an old bike, it's done 60-odd thousand miles, so trying to compare it to, you know, Honda's latest motorcycles we've been riding isn't a fair comparison. It is very slow to turn in, but again, that's a design thing. That's, you know, that's not a bike fault, that's just something you get with age. You'll remember this is, you know, knocking on 300 odd kilos. Oh, excellent. Excellent. So we have to manage our own expectations, but so far I am not disappointed, I can tell you that. Yes, this is where it gets a little bit dicey round here, guys. This is where you need to keep your wits about you in Croydon. See, she was destined for the scrapper only 3 weeks ago. The guy was gonna just pay for someone to come and collect it and take it away, and then I'm hoping today she's gonna live another life. She's gonna have an MOT, but then we got to decide, guys, what we're gonna do with it. You know, should we do a trip on it, or what? Or should we trade up? Should we sell it, try and make a little bit of a profit on it, and try and buy something else and go again? You know, save another one. What shall we do? Let me know in the comments. I'll be excited to hear your opinions on it. Well, the clutch isn't slipping, which is excellent news. The gearbox feels okay, surprisingly. They're always a little bit clunky, but yeah, she does excellent. She is slow to turn in though, but as I say, that's a design flaw more than anything. Yeah, you got to keep your wits around you here, guys. I'm going to have a look and see how old these boots are on this bike as well, because I don't think that's helping handling issues too much. We will check that out when we pull over, take it in for an MOT. Yeah, let me know your thoughts on this, guys. Would you like a £200 Pan-European? What would you do with it? That's what I'm really interested to find out. What would you do with it? Okay, well, it looks like we've made it. Thank you, Lewis. I'll see you next week, mate. Okay, good news. She's passed, but not without some dramas. We had a bit of an issue with the brake light switch. He called me over and said, "Oh, got an issue with one of your brakes." I was like, "Oh, here we go." Obviously, I checked everything out. So yeah, we had to remove the brake light switch, give it a bit of a clean, put it back, and it's working. So we have an MOT. So I'm very pleased. Am I surprised? No, not really. I was quite confident. I'd gone through it all, but it's all good to tell you how confident I am now after the matter of fact, isn't it? But right, we have broken down. We have absolutely broken down in the middle of Croydon. What has gone on there? What has gone on there? It's not showing the neutral light. No, it's not. Sounds like I've got no power.
Yeah.
The lights are on. Oh, I think we've got an alternator issue. This is a well-known fact for these bikes. Well, that's not good. We are in the middle of Croydon, just what we were fearing. Right. I think the best thing you can do is if you go back to mine and get my jump pack. Can you do that? So there you go. All the lights and whatever else we use for the MOT, and it's not charged the battery. Maybe we've got an alternator issue. What an absolute hell. Well, there you go, £200 motorcycles for you. Why would you not want one? They're excellent value. I was just saying how happy I was and how well everything went. Right, so this is where we have currently broken down. We are in the middle of Croydon. You can see the Nestle building there. Luckily, my father was getting an MOT on his bike and just happened to be with me at the time. So I've sent him back to go get me a jump pack. I think we've got an alternator issue. I don't think the bike's charging. This is a well-known fact with these bikes. It was fine all the way down here. I mean, maybe it was because, you know, the battery may have been slightly low and he was, you know, leaving the lights on for ages, but the bike fired straight up before and was running. And it just decided to conk out when we were at the lights here. So, yeah, I just don't think the alternator's doing what it's supposed to do. But what can you do? This is all part of £200 motorcycles, isn't it? We have issues and we end up breaking down here. Lucky thing is though, we've got the helmet on so no one can actually see my shame. I've got glasses on as well, so yeah, it'd be a little bit more embarrassing if, yeah, I had my helmet off and everyone could see. So, oh, but it's not good news for the £200 bike, is it? It's not good news whatsoever. What can you do? Hiya mate, how are you? How you doing? You okay? Yeah, it's broke down, didn't it? Oh. This is all part of a YouTube video, so you're going to be on YouTube if you don't mind. What's the channel? Ton Up Club. Ton Up Club. TONUP Club. So, what's your name? Sorry. Josh. Josh. Nice to meet you, Josh. Anyway, thank you for pulling over and seeing if I'm okay. I really appreciate that. Anyway, but thank you so much for pulling over, mate. You're an absolute gentleman, and I love your bike as well. Right, take care now. Thank you, Josh. See you, mate. What an absolute gent. See, this is what's great about motorcycling. It's people like Josh. Absolute gent. What an absolute... Oh, we got the police here now as well. Fantastic. Well, lucky all our particulars are in order. Fine, mate. Yeah, thank you. Just getting recovered. Oh, no worries. Thank you, mate. No worries. Hopefully not recovered, but I didn't want to go. Dad's going to get me a jump pack so I can put the jump pack on and then I can see if it's working because I think it's the alternator. Yeah, there's a bit too much there, wasn't there? So I thought I'd just say we're getting recovered. Oh, how bloody embarrassing. Who would ever thought would this happen to such a fine machine? Look at it. She's an absolute stallion. Yes, if you're not familiar with Croydon, guys, well, this isn't such a bad part of it, really. It gets worse as you go towards that way there, towards that Nestle building. It gets worse. But where we are now, we're in towards South Croydon way. I'm about 10 minutes away from home, about a 10-minute drive, maybe slightly longer, so not massively far. But yeah, it's not really where you'd want to break down at midnight. I mean, it's not really you want to break down anywhere. No one wants to break down, do they? But if you're going to choose, you'd rather be in Bidbury in the Cotswolds, or Cirencester, or Bolton on the Water. Yeah, they're all a lot better options than this. Yeah, not what I had planned today, actually, because it's been fine. So it's got to be that alternator. It's got to be. If we have to change the alternator, we're talking some serious work. And do we want to do that sort of serious work? That's what we'll have to see. We'll have to see. As I say, we rode down here fine with no issues whatsoever. The battery was low previously, so it got us all the way from Purley to Croydon, no problem at all. Started the bike up, went through the MOT, no problem. Got back on the bike, rode it to here, and then it just died. Literally just died there. Did nothing at all. It just decided that was it. Well, it could be worse. I could be on the way to France right about now on the side of a hard shoulder. So as breakdowns go, and at least it's not an emotional breakdown, it's a physical one. I think there's going to be a lot of told you so's in the comments, which is fine. I can handle that. Can you believe it? She's just had a ticket on her for the first time in a couple of years, and she gets 2 miles down the road and then breaks down. I'd love to say unbelievable. But funny enough, when I was at the MOT station, my dad said to me, he said, "How did it ride?" I said, "You know what, I'm not going to answer that question at the minute." I said, "I'll let you know when I get home, safe and sound." Yeah. Do you want to buy a pan-European, mate? You can have it for 100 quid. Oh Peter, you've let me down. It wasn't supposed to end like this, Peter. We're going to hopefully put it on charge and then stick the charger there, put the seat on top, and then hopefully that'll be enough to get us back. I was hoping it was just going to be a fuse, but it isn't. We've got the lights and stuff, everything there. It's... See, and this is what I said to you earlier on about don't put too much fuel in your bike. When you buy a bike like this, don't go spending 30 or 40 quid in a tank, because what will happen is you'll find out the bike's an absolute nail and you've just stuck 40 quid in the fuel tank. So at least we're only 10 quid down. I don't know what that is. That's just water coming off of the... Oh, I cleaned all that up earlier on, and that's some WD-40. Well, we can't have her looking rough here, can we? We can't have her looking rough. No, 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 sir. What would the neighbours think? Everyone's thinking, why is he taking pictures of that pupper? Don't you dare speak to Peter like that. Peter's just going through a few things at the moment, and we're here to help him get him back on track. Well, while we're waiting, guys, if you could like and subscribe, that'd be handy, so you can find out what happens with Peter. We might have to change his surname to Sutcliffe at this rate. Trying to kill me on the main road. Not a good look. I paid £12.50 for this privilege today of breaking down here because of you, Les. Jeez, Colin McRae in the Micra. Jeez Louise. I'm beginning to miss all those brand new Hondas I've been test riding recently. I'd even take a Yamaha Nikon at the moment. That's how desperate I am. He's definitely gloating. I can feel it. He heard me insult three-wheelers. He's definitely judging me. You know you've got a crap bike when you're standing in the middle of the Croydon and nobody will steal it. That's when you know you've got a real pupper. I think I'm one step away from people dropping change at my feet at the minute. It's not really a pan-European at the moment, is it? It's more of a pan-Croydonia. I'll speak to the advertising department and marketing at Honda and see if they want to go with that. For the latest model. Comes with a stab-proof seat. Some guy in a landscaping van just shouted out, "You can't park there, sir!" Well, this is one of my biggest worries, was there was an alternator issue. That's what I think the issue is. I do think there's nothing we could really test for when we were at home. I mean, we need to get out on the bike and ride it. Yeah, we could have just left it sitting there running for ages, but I thought the best thing we could do is just take it for a run. So hopefully it'll be here any second and we can see if it starts. Thank you. Thank you. Right, let's see how we get on here then, shall we? Right, come on, old girl. Oh, the lights are brighter already. Alternator issue. I think there's an alternator issue with it. Ooh. We are back on the road, guys. We are back on the road. We have a charging issue. We've got the charger on there. I'm sitting up on the seat at the moment. We are going to just keep soldering on. Well, that was way more exciting than I thought it would be. I was hoping we'd just get an MOT, drive home, go da-da, MOT, all done, but no. Yeah, so we're going to have to do a bit of investigations into it. So yeah, put in the comments, guys, what you think the issue is. Do you think I'm right? Do you think it is the alternator, or is there something else I'm missing, you think? Who knows? But that we are nearly home. So in the next video I will update you on what I think the problem is. And yeah, are we going to sort the problem, or are we going to have to sell the bike as is? Are we going to do the work ourselves? These are all things I need to decide, but I need help from you guys as well. So if you could mention in the comments what you think I should do, then let me know. Do you have a spare alternator, a decent one? Let me know. I might even purchase it off you. Oh, I can't say that was very successful, to be honest, but that's life, isn't it? Anyway guys, yeah, all the usual like, subscribe nonsense, and I will see you in the next one where I might be in a little bit of a better mood. Cheers guys, thanks all, see you in a bit.